Non-interacting particles. Let us consider two particles m1 and m2. They are moving towards each other with velocities v1 and v2. They are offset by a distance b. That means they will always set apart by a vertical distance b. Okay, so we have we have v0 means v1 minus v2. v1 minus v2 is v0. v1 and so these are the initial velocities. v1 and v2 are the initial velocities. Since v1 and v2 are constant, v0 is a constant. Okay, so we know therefore r dot is equal to r1 dot minus r2 dot, where r dot is we know dr by v is equal to r dot or dr by dt, right? Now let us consider the energy of the system relative to the center of mass that we learned just before. So energy is kinetic energy plus potential energy. Remember, this is a non-interacting system. Non-interacting means there is no potential, energy. For an interaction, the system requires potential energy. Since it is a non-interacting system, U of r is 0. Therefore E is equal to half mu is reduced mass, v0 square plus U of r. Since U of r is 0, half mu v0 square. Okay, and one other notion is using effective potential. Okay, that is U effective is L square by 2 mu r square plus U of r, that is equal to L square by 2 mu r square. Again U of r is 0. Therefore E is equal to half mu r dot square plus L square by 2 mu r square. What is E energy? Energy is half mu r dot square plus U effective. Okay, U effective is L square by 2 mu r square. So we have two notion. One is this one, E is equal to half mu v0 square. Other is E is equal to half mu r dot square plus L square by 2 mu r square. We can equate. Since both are same, we can equate. Therefore half mu v0 square is equal to half mu r dot square plus L square by 2 mu r square. From that we can calculate L. I am calculating the value of L in the following way. So at this point, okay, m1 and m2 are vertically opposite. Okay, so v1 in this direction, v2 is this direction. R is equal to b. Therefore r dot, b is a constant, therefore r dot is 0. Okay, so at r is equal to b, r dot is equal to 0. Therefore I am substituting L square by 2 mu b square is equal to this one, half mu v0 square. From that L is equal to mu b v0. Okay, L is equal to mu b v0. Therefore effective potential is L square by 2 mu r square, that is half L square is mu b, this v0 all square by mu r square, that is equal to half mu v0 square into b square by r square. That is the effective potential for two non-interacting particle moving each other. Okay, right. Now let us analyze the energy diagram, so that you can see here. So energy diagram is the diagram between R and energy. Okay, so I am plotted U effective here. U effective is for long distance, that means when the particles are so much apart. So R is heavy value, therefore potential is small, that is things. Okay, and when R is very small, U effective is very high, and this is the curve. Okay, and we know E is equal to half mu V0 square. That is a constant value that depends on the value of V0. Suppose this is the energy here, this one E is equal to half mu V0, and that is a constant, therefore is a straight line. Okay, so this way. Okay, so what happened? We have the potential energy and total energy. If we have the potential energy and total energy, we can calculate kinetic energy. Kinetic energy is total energy. So actually the total energy is kinetic energy plus potential energy. Therefore kinetic energy is total energy minus potential energy. So this, at some point, this is the red one is the kinetic energy. That means the difference between energy and the effective potential energy, that is the kinetic energy. So you can calculate. So here it have up to this much level RT, it have kinetic energy, and then total energy equals, that means let us understand what that. Okay, so one thing you have to remember is kinetic energy is always half mv square, so it is a positive quantity. Okay, kinetic energy could not be negative. Okay, so the particle is restricted in this way. So in the above region, the particle will have more kinetic energy than the have here in this region above this RT. RT means the turning point. Above this value, U effective is greater than E. Therefore kinetic energy will be negative. That should not be happen. Kinetic energy will never be negative, since half, that is kinetic energy always proportional to V square. Square of any quantity is always positive. So the particle is bounded in this region. Okay, so we can calculate what happened at turning point. At turning point, that is at R is equal to RT. So what I am saying is the motion is restricted in this region. Okay, in this region. So when E is equal to, at R is equal to RT, what happens? E is equal, total energy is fully potential. There is no kinetic energy at this point. Total energy is of potential energy. Therefore E is equal to U effective R of T. This is the equation. That is half mu V0 square is equal to half mu V0 square B square by RT square from this equation. Okay, that means RT is equal to B. So B is this offset distance. Okay, RT is equal to B. Okay, that means the particle will move with the distance set apart by B in a vertical way. So in other way, we can call B as the closest approach, the distance of closest approach. Once the turning point is passed, suppose once the turning point is passed, then R increases. Okay, when the turning point is passed, then R increases and the particle separates. Okay, so this is, so in this calculation, what we understood is we are able to calculate the kinetic potential energy and kinetic energy, and the energy diagram. From the energy diagram gives a lot of information that when the system will be bounded, when it will be set apart, and which are the regions it can move. Okay,